All right, we're in the Black Hills, first morning here. I came over yesterday afternoon with my brother and 2 nephews, and we got a family friend and their son. This is Noah. He's going to be hunting with me. We went out yesterday afternoon, tried and locate birds and roost birds, but thunderstorms came up. It was hailing, and it did that all the way till after nightfall, so we didn't get to roosting birds. I got a buddy that hunted out here last week, and he was on birds, so he was nice enough to share the information about where he found them. What I didn't ask him, and I should have, was how difficult it was to get back here. It took us an hour and a half to get back here, and a lot of it was just muddy mountain roads, and I mean, it's just terrible with all the rain. But we're back here, and we got about a mile hike still ahead of us. We done walked about, I don't know, a quarter mile or more. Supposedly the turkeys are roosted down the southern end of this mountain. I hope they're around, because this is a lot of work we're putting in. We got up at 2:30 to get here, and it's about 4:30 now. And it should be getting light here soon. So anyway, we're gonna sneak down there. Hopefully the birds are nearby and we can set up on them, and hopefully we can get something in the gun range. They're right below us. He's farther to the right. He's wish I could find him. He's on the ground. I get your gun level and point to the gobble. You don't have to aim, but you gotta keep your gun level. You have to be in the ready position. You see that dark log on the tree, on the ground? Straight out. See, it's like a little stump leaning sideways. He's just beyond that somewhere. Just look down your barrel too. And you can't move at all when these turkeys are in front of you. You gotta move like slow, because they catch moving, they're gone. I hear Ian yelping off to me. He's coming. He's getting closer. I hear Ian yelping off to my right quite a ways. You need to be in the ready position. Slowly, slowly. He sounds like he's a little closer. Another hen just flew down, or another turkey. He's way down there now. He moved quite a bit. Well, folks, I thought it was going to be a done deal right off the roost until I heard this hen fire up to my right, and I knew she was going to be probably trouble when she flew down right to him. And right now they're down below us. Some I say they're about 100 yards away, 80 to 100 yards. We can't see them. They're down the hill just a little bit, but they're just staying in that one area for now. Let's hope that they're just kind of milling around, and then once they start moving, they'll work their way up this way. Oh, he's farther away now. They're going down the mountain. We're going to look at the maps a little bit here, and we might be moving. He's going down the hill, it sounds like. He's heading down towards the creek. Yeah, this is where see it's flat. You can see it's kind of flat right here where they're at, and then it goes downhill, and that's where they're going. About our best move would be to go this way and kind of come around, get in front of them. I see them. I see the hens. There's a couple hens with him, and he's strutting, and he's going straight that way. We need to get around the mountain here. Turkey was roosted there. Hen was roosted over here. She flew down. They're going that way. I went to get the decoy, and I could see several birds down there, at least one strutter. I think I saw the white head of another gobbler, but I'm going to say at least 4 birds, and they're working that way. We got a little knoll here. We're going to drop down this ravine here and try and get in front of them. They're moving pretty quick, so we got to move. Was that him? I mean, it sounded a lot farther away. It might be because we dropped downhill. Let's bust up the top of that ridge there. These birds get moving, they move fast. We'll have to stay with them. Oh, he's way back up that way. It sounds like he's way up there. See, I thought he was coming down this way. Back up the hill we go. I think we're just going to have to sit somewhere and try and work him. It could be just the hills. Could be just the hills moving the sound around. But he sounded like he was there, and there might be 2 different gobblers. They might be 50 yards apart or 100 yards apart. That's their strategy. It's like you gobble, and then I gobble, and you gobble. That way? No, he's going back up where we came from. I think we should go back away and get above them again. You don't want to be below them. You'll see us. I wonder if they did. I wonder if they did go to the creek, got some water. Now they're working back up. We're going to circle back where we started. Or not exactly, but we'll get in that area. This is where listening for drumming really comes in hand. As we get closer, we don't want to be making calls to give away our position. We'll listen for him to, and we'll know where he's at. Just stand here and listen for anything we hear, like yelping or drumming. He's over this hill just a little bit. The last thing we want to do is bump this bird, because we can continue to hunt him as long as we don't spook him. I tried to get the bird to gobble till a crow call. He didn't gobble. I hope I didn't scare him. Last time he gobbled was up here. And so after my crow call, and I gave it about 10 minutes. So now I'm going to hit a turkey call and see if I can strike him. I wonder if I should use the pot call. Will you hold this? It rings a little better. I'm going to scuff it up. I hope they weren't up here when we came up here and could see us. Because it looks like it's pretty open up through there. Let's move in the direction we last heard them. Let's see if we can get close enough to make them gobble. Hopefully we didn't bump them. We may end up going up here, and because we had birds gobbling this way, and they were on a hillside though. I don't know how high up. They may have been the same height as this one. It may not be a bad idea just to sit up here and do a blind sit for a little while. Yeah. Gobblers roosted up there this morning. You got this little valley here, but we got this little saddle too. And it sounded like the birds worked over here across this saddle and then drifted back. And last time we heard them sounded farther away. Now they're either over that little ridge or they're down this valley. We're going to peek over this little hill here and see if we see anything down below. I'm going to make a call. I'll make a call, see if he gobbles. He's right below us. We could creep right over there to those trees and we can look over and just sit there and kind of watch them. Stick right behind me. They were just over that hill, but there wasn't quite enough drop. And I guess they saw us trying to get closer. And I saw 3 hens fly across that way. Then I heard some heavy wings beats, and I looked off in that direction. I saw, I'm assuming it was the gobbler. So what we're gonna do, we got 3 hens went that way, the gobbler went that way. We're just gonna go down the hill. We're gonna set up there and blind call, but we're gonna wait for these birds to calm down a little bit. It's gonna be like a fall scatter, but in the spring, they're gonna want to get back together. That gobbler wants to get back to his hen, so give him a little time to calm down, he'll come back. I think that's a chickadee. Chickadee.
We walked and walked.
Oh, you found a shed?
Yesterday.
Nice.
When it poured.
Oh, why didn't you tell me about it yesterday?
Because it was pouring raining. Because you went straight to your car.
Yeah,
I had to knock on your door and give you a hamburger.
Oh, I was tired. What'd y'all see this morning? Yeah.
Well,
look at there.
Little bump, but I mean.
Nice. So,
full fan.
So tell me a little bit about it.
Well, so we went back to where we were yesterday evening, where we heard that hen. He got out of the truck and called, and they hammered off down in the bottom. So we go up the hill and get on that top. We get to the top, and he calls a couple more times, and they answer, and they're cutting them off. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do to set up on. And we were on the top of just the back side of the hill, so they couldn't see us.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there figuring out what we're going to do, and my dad heard a twig snap or something, so we kind of sit there and he gobbled, and he had to be 60 yards away. He'd come straight up the mountain. As soon as we sat down, Sebastian did a couple soft yelps, and he gobbled, and he had to be within 50 yards. But what it was, he was going to have to poke his head up right on over that hill. And so I was waiting, Sebastian was right there. Dad was off to the left. It sounded like it was going more to the right of the hill. So we're kind of turning, and then I look back to the left, and I see his head pop up, and he was just looking around, looking for the hen. And so I said, Sebastian's right there, and I moved to the left slowly and got it on him. I said, you ready? And he said, yeah, shoot him. And I shot.
Why would you even ask him?
I don't know. I don't know. The spot I killed him, you can turn around and we can see the truck. Well, it is right. I mean, yeah, you can see. It was the easiest hunt I've ever
maybe that's where we should go this afternoon.
But there was another bird. There's 2 of them.
Well, we didn't make it back out this afternoon. It started raining and hailing again. Seems to be the trend out here. But we're in a new spot. We ran into a fellow in camp. He shot a bird, and so he's tagged out. He's leaving. But he told us there were some birds here and in another spot. So my brother and my nephews and Noah's dad, Jerry, are over there. And we came to this other spot. And we're going to coyote howl and see if we can locate some gobblers. We'll do one here, and then we'll move closer to the point, because it's like a valley on either side. There's some private land off there. You probably heard the cow just now. And we're guessing they're roosting here and heading to the private in the morning. So apparently my coyote howling fired up the whole pack. I figured a bird would gobble to at least them. It's like 4 or 5 of them. But we're gonna get on this point and just sit here until sunset and listen. Back that way. Did you hear that gobble just now?
Uh-huh.
It's behind you. Let's head down that way. Where'd it come from? I'm out of breath. We just ran up a mountain. Let's walk up this way. It didn't sound like a very good gobble, but it was a gobble. It's off this way. We're gonna try and pinpoint it. We heard this bird gobble from more than a mile away, maybe 2 miles. So we hopped in the truck and boogied down here. Hopped that truck, ran up the mountain. I mean, a steep mountain. Just to hope to hear him gobble again. Troy and them were way off that way. Right there, gobble on his own. Yeah, he's right where I think he is. Oh wow, that's a good looking spot too. Oh yeah. Come on, let's go a little farther. That's a short gobble. Sounds like a jake. I think he's right there. Yeah, he's right there. Hens. I hear hens yelping. We're right there. He's right here on this. Right here in these thick, darker trees, right in there somewhere. I hear hens yelping over there too. I'm gonna turn this around. We gotta look at the map tomorrow, but I imagine they would go down to this valley here in the morning. This is the high spot. I believe they'd work down that way. So we got this big valley here, and I think there's another one on the other side. Gobblers roost up on the high point up there. I'm already hearing hen yelps. That's a good gobble. Alrighty. Got you a bird for in the morning?
Yeah.
We just got to get in there and without bumping them, get in there in the dark and get in the right spot. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning here in the Black Hills.